On an annual basis, I perform a quantitative study on our Old Mutual corporate retirement fund data. Hundreds of thousands of employees across every sector, examining statistics, behaviors, trends, and insights shaping retirement. In 2025, our modeling confirms that there is still evidence to support the National Treasury statistic that only 6% of South Africans are on track for a secure retirement. However, our data story this year is not just one of despair, but of possibility and progress. Structural change in our industry does take a long time to unfold, but it is clear that retirement reform works. We are already seeing the early signs of preservation progress come through in the first year of two-pot, legislation that we expect to improve outcomes by more than 2 to 3 times in the long term. This is what good reform looks like and what it has the power to do, and why it's vital that we do not lose momentum now, but continue our public and private partnership in driving forward more economically positive policy. Mandatory coverage, minimum contributions, and efficient consolidation, just to name a few. Employers and decision makers also have a very important role to play. The question that we asked of the data this year was a simple one. Which levers most improve outcomes? What has the power to significantly shift the dial? And the answer? Contribution rates and time in the fund. Contributions plus time equals magic. Too little of the one and the other will struggle to close the gap, so it is important that they are addressed together. The first lever of contribution rates, both from the employer and the employee, show us that how much we are saving matters. If the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago and the second best time is now, then in terms of retirement, that tree is the contribution rate. And as we see in our data, members that are in the higher contribution rates land up with more than double the assets of our model contributors and up to 6 times more the assets than our lower contributors. This is where employers can have an extraordinary influence. Setting these rates and putting the right defaults into place is a critical part of the savings journey and can actually help to take that emotion and hesitation out of the decisions for employees. Most members remain where they begin, so giving them a stronger starting position is only an advantage that grows in value and security over the decades. The second lever of time in the fund is compound interest best friend. The longer that money is saved, the harder that it works for you. This means preserving member savings in between them changing jobs and, where possible, extending working lifetime. Longer participation in the workforce means more contributions, more years of compounding higher assets, and fewer years drawing down. Now, in South Africa, with the high youth unemployment that we have, it's understandable that some employers may be concerned that extending a retirement age may limit job opportunities for younger workers. However, our research shows that multi-generational workforces can actually fuel innovation, productivity, as well as the transfer of skills, and importantly, wealth. All much needed boosts for our South African economy. So yes, systemic change can take a while to show its true impact, but our 2025 data is revealing some real green shoots of progress, breaking through that hard ground of the 6% statistic, thanks to good policy and employer action, helping our members to save more and to save for longer.